the show. Now, let's talk about how we treat old people in this country. Last year, both my nan and granddad died, and they were amazing. My nan had the kindest, biggest, owly eyes you've ever seen. Every time I used to go around there, Russ, we've seen you on the telly. Well, I know, it's annoying, innit? No, we'd love it. Mind you, we'd watch it with the volume down, because you'd swear. My granddad was an amazing man, a supersonic liar. I remember I was about 6. I was like, morning, Granddad, you look tired. And he looked at me and went, so would you be if you'd been up all night time travelling? Bloody dinosaurs. He once told me the only way to stop squirrels from taking over the world was if you saw one, you had to dance. You should have seen the look of confusion on the squirrel's face, just me and Grandad, just like that. Just this poor creature just stood there. So why am I talking about my nan and Grandad? Because they were lucky. They were surrounded by friends and family who loved them. But it turns out, not all old people are so lucky.
Yeah, hello, this is John. Could you please leave me a message and I'll get back to you when I get back home.
You have no messages.
Happy Christmas, darlings. Come in.
Merry Christmas.
For lonely older people, Christmas can seem like just another day. Help Age UK be there all year round.
I didn't realise how big a problem this was. Did you know 1 in 3 old people in Britain suffer from loneliness? More than 200,000 old people haven't spoken to friends or family in over a month. Isn't that awful? Not having a conversation with anyone for over a month. If you see an older person out on their own, put down your phone and have a chat. A lot of them are full of wisdom. They're like wrinkly Googles. And some of them are piss funny. They'll be so much more entertaining than your dull friends. I was in Bristol once, and a 70-year-old woman came up to me and went, oh, if I was 4 years younger, I'd bloody ruin you. And I'm sure we have to do something, because over half of old people, their main form of company is their TV. Telly isn't a mate. A mate wouldn't bring the cast of Towie into your house or force you to watch Jamie Vardy's wife chew down on crocodile dick. Imagine if your only friend was as moronic as this.
I have a shawl, I've got my green juice, and I've got a bag of very old Brazil nuts.
Did you have sex with your father's girlfriend?
Yes, I did.
Virtue signalling clowns.
I've got a juice as well, green juice.
Did you accuse her husband of having a poop in your fridge?
No, I did not.
And let's have a little look.
She just
And it's not just TV. Did you know that 1 in 10 old people visit their GP just because they're lonely? That is heartbreaking. Who wants to spend time in a doctor's waiting room? Just in the corner. Ah, company. It's not like they want for much. My mum is 60. Do you know what she said? I said, Mum, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? She honestly looked at me and went, I just want to be in an old folks' home where they don't hit you. How bleak is that? That's why I did a travel show with her, just so she'll have memories. Memories she can enjoy in between the beatings. He took me to the Grand Canyon. Crunch. So what can we do? Well, here's the interesting thing. Old people are the loneliest, but do you know who the second loneliest are? 21 to 35-year-olds. Everyone's living so separately, and we need to live together. And if you want to help and you don't know how, there are loads of charities that put young and old people together. There's Contact the Elderly, there's Age UK's Call in Time scheme, or South London Cares. I mean, look at the impact it can have.
Everybody has a common purpose. They just want to do something which will help other people, make other people as happy as you're feeling yourself. The joy you get from that is fantastic, and that's one of the things that attracts me so much.
So when I'm describing the social clubs to my friends who don't know what South London Cares is, the only thing I say is it's a group of friends hanging out together. People who ordinarily wouldn't have met each other.
We all interact with each other. We all see out for each other.
Cross-generational storytelling, finding out about people's lives that you'd never even imagine. You can't go to a social club and not see people you genuinely really love. They're amazing. It's like a big extended family.
I'm no more down, I'm right up now, because I look forward to a younger person coming into my flat, meet me. And it makes a change. I think that one weekly visit makes a lot of difference, because I've been very lonely.
The atmosphere in which this is done is so good, with so much friendship around, that we can let ourselves go.
It's not just about helping older people, it's about helping younger people to connect with people that they might not usually be able to.
Every time I go to a social club, I'm sitting with my friends.
It's just like if we more or less know each other for years.
It's like we've chosen each other as
friends,
friends,
yes.
Great, isn't it? But I understand. Not everyone's got time to join a charity like that. I completely understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you're lucky enough to still have a nan and granddad pop round and say hello. My granddad used to tell the same story every time I'd go and see him, every single time. He'd kind of go, oh, do I ever tell you about the time Arsenal come to watch me? Basically, I was there playing. I played amazingly, Russ. And they were there looking at a 17-year-old kid. They wanted to sign me. I was 35 years old. I had 5 kids. I couldn't go to bloody London. I went home with your nan. And he told me that story so many times that the older I got, when I first heard it, I was like, again. And I got older, and I hurried him along. Every time he'd go, do you ever, yeah, Arsenal. And you'd, yep, I know. And then you'd, yep, I know. And then you went home and nan. And do you know what? And this is the honest truth. I would do anything to be back in Nan and Grandad's front room with the fire on and letting my granddad tell that story. It's pretty simple. If you have an elderly relative, go and see them. Because before you know it, all you will have is memories.